Hey guys, Byron from Smith Racing and Off-Road. We've got this 2025 GMC AT4 on the lift, getting a lift, 4-inch zone kit. Customer was complaining of some noises before we started on the lift. Everything checked out after we kind of got into it. I think I found the reason for his noise, so I'll show you here in a sec. This is the same for all of the 19 to current GM trucks, the 1500s across the board. This new strut hat design for the 19 pluses. This little rubber bushing actually presses into this. You can see the top hat is super thin. Customer had this, I don't know who makes this leveling kit installed, but you can see here, there is no, when this outer diameter of this leveling kit spacer is the same size here as this bushing, it actually lets this bushing come up out of that strut hat. You can see where this has been, rubbing in here as the strut cycles. This comes up out and rubs on this. You can see that the way GM kind of designed this factory upper strut mount is integral to like the top hat of the strut. So that keeps that bushing from pushing through. You can see here on this zone spacer where it's a much, much smaller diameter to keep that bushing captured. So I'm sure he was getting some noise out of this. If you guys are buying these yourselves from wherever, make sure that you kind of note that. This is the second one I've seen on these newer trucks that have had this issue. Luckily, I think this one is still going to be okay, but I have seen some of these where the strut hat is physically broken. So after popping this other spacer off of this strut, you can see here where this bushing has actually worked its way up out of that aluminum little hat compared to this side that didn't. So this strut has to come apart for a small preload spacer for the zone 4-inch kit. So I should be able to press this back in and get them all squared away there. But like I said, just make note, the cheap leveling kits are cheap for a reason. So just be aware.